How's it going, everybody? I just wanted to come on here and give you a little bit of an update. I went to my fourth MMA training class yesterday, which just happened to be boxing training. And as most of you probably know by now, I said on one of my previous videos, I joined LA Boxing in Tyler, and they offer a variety of different workouts. They've got kickboxing, boxing. They have something called Fight Team where they teach Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA, and it's really one of the best things that I've done in a long time. I am finding muscles I never knew I had. I think yesterday was my fourth class. I pushed myself probably harder than I've pushed myself in 5 years working out, and you really find out what kind of motivation and energy you have inside of you when you get in there with other people who are motivating you. It's so much easier to work out hard when you have, fellow students there helping you, motivating you, verbally egging you on to keep going. And I met some really great people, and the synergy of everybody working together makes you work 10 times harder than you ever would by yourself. There's just no comparison. For the people who want to work out at home and do their own thing and try to work out, that's good, that's better than nothing. But there is nothing like the synergy of getting in there with other people who are also, trying to better themselves physically, and you're all pushing each other, working together. It's just a great feeling, and I'm very glad I joined. And I'm getting in great shape already. I got my my diet parameters. The man who runs the place there, named Lowell. I hope I said that right. Lowell. I think it's Lowell though. He's a real cool guy. He got me a diet parameter set up, which I will be starting tomorrow. This has taken a little bit of a turn from the Simeon's protocol. I know. I lost a lot of weight on the Simeon's protocol, but it's something that I've done, and now I'm moving on away from it because I got what I needed out of it. I needed to lose the fat that I lost, and now I'm moving on to transfer the remaining fat into muscle, if you can do that sort of thing. The bottom line is, from what Lowell told me, I went in and he did a total body analysis of me as far as fat content. He took the fat calipers and put several locations, and basically he told me I had almost no fat in my legs. All my fat is in my belly and my chest. Luckily I don't have man boobs, but I got some fat on there. So once I lose that remaining fat, he pretty much said I should be pretty chiseled up, looking pretty good. My ideal body weight, from what he said, is going to be hovering around 220 pounds, believe it or not. He said for the amount of muscle that I have on me, that I should be around, once I hit, I think he said 16% in body fat, which right now I think I'm at 26, so I need to lose about 10% in body fat. I'm going to be around 220 pounds, and we're going to reevaluate from there and see if I need to go lower or not. But definitely I don't want to go below about 10% body fat for sure, because that'd be a little bit unhealthy. But I'm very excited, very pleased with LA Boxing. I'm going to be starting Kung Fu again in a couple of months when I feel like I'm physically capable of doing it. But I have to be honest, I came on here before and said that LA Boxing was about half as hard as Kung Fu. The way I pushed myself last night, it was about 3/4 as hard as Kung Fu last night, because I really pushed myself hard. There's several different instructors there, and they all have their different levels of intensity. So I'm very pleased with LA Boxing. If you get a chance, go check it out. If you live in Tyler, hey, come on here and hit me up. Send me an email or something if you work out there, and I can use all the motivation and friends I can get. So it's a good time. I generally try to go in the mornings. They have a 6:15 class, which I live a little bit away from Tyler. So depending on where I'm staying, I have two homes. I have one in Jacksonville and one in Palestine. If I'm in Palestine, I've got to get up at 4:45 to make it to the 6:15 class. I can sleep a little later in Jacksonville because it's only about 30 minutes away. So I generally get up about 5:15 to make it to the 6:15 class, because I like to get there a little bit early. But yesterday I went to the 5:15 class, talking about 5:15 p.m. class, and it worked out really well. I found out that I had actually a little more energy, which surprised me. I figured in the morning I would have the most energy and get the most benefit out of it. But the 5:15 a.m. class, or the 6:15 a.m. class, I'm a little more sluggish, I guess, obviously because I just woke up. But I feel like I got a lot more benefit out of the 5:15 p.m. class, so I may start going to that a little more often. But next, I'm doing my first week, which was last week. I did Tuesday and Thursday, the 6:15 a.m. class. One was kickboxing and one was boxing, I believe. And this week, I did Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Monday, I went to the early class in the morning, and then Wednesday, which was yesterday, I went to the 5:15 p.m. class. Ended up missing a little bit of the UFC Fight Night Live because of that, but that's okay. I caught it on the replay. And I plan on working out in the morning, in the a.m. to, I think it's kickboxing tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, wow, this video is a little bit too long for what I wanted to come on here and say. But bottom line is, I'm very happy with what I'm doing. I am sore. It's not so much my muscles right now. My muscles were sore initially. Now my joints are sore. My hip joints, my arm joints, because I'm learning some new techniques that I haven't ever done before in Kung Fu. We're doing a lot of the uppercuts and the hooks and jabs and things like that. I learned Chinese boxing in Kung Fu, but this is just a little bit different. We didn't do quite so much training, because in Kung Fu, basically, they don't want you to let your opponent get that close to you. The whole point is using your kicks, because you know what's longer, your arm or your leg. Your leg's much longer than your arm, so a good side kick will fend off just about any attacker. However, if they do get close enough to you, there's a lot of good Chinese boxing techniques that work. But if somebody gets close enough to me to where I can punch them, more than likely, you know, I'm gonna put them in some kind of an arm lock or wrist lock or something like that, or an elbow to the face, and that'll be the end of it. But learning this boxing is really, I'm really finding a lot of benefit from it, because I'm really wanting to get into the sporting aspect of it. I'm wanting to join some local tournaments, mixed martial art tournaments and things like that, and kind of go that route with it. So I'm having to learn all these different punches, hooks, uppercuts, you know, jabs, things of that nature, for the sport of it. Before, when I was learning Kung Fu, I was learning it simply for my personal self-defense. And now I'm getting into more of the sporting aspect of it, because it's a lot more fun, you know. But I am going to try to do all of it. I'm going to try to do the Kung Fu as well, like I said, in a couple of months. And this is basically what my schedule will look like. I don't know if I can keep up with this physically, but how it would look is, Monday night, I would do Kung Fu. Tuesday morning, I would do a kickboxing class. And then Tuesday evening, I would do a fight team class. Okay? Then on Wednesday, I would do Kung Fu again. Thursday, I would do a boxing class in the morning and a fight team class at night. And then Friday, I would have Kung Fu again. So basically, I will be working out 5 nights a week and 2 mornings a week. So, I don't know, that might be a bit much on my body, I'm not sure. Has anyone tried to do that much training before? That's really what I'm looking for, is some advice and some opinions on, is that too much training for someone's body? Is that too much to handle? Is that going to leave me enough recovery time? If you would, anybody with any experience of doing this, chime in, let me know what you think. Can I handle that? And I know you don't know me personally, but I just mean physically. Can a person physically handle doing that much training this early on? Let me know what you think. If you listen to me this long, there's something wrong with you. No, I'm just playing. I appreciate you listening to this long video, and I really appreciate any advice you might give me. So if you're from Tyler, Texas, and you work out at LA Boxing, shoot me an email, or maybe I'll see you there. Take care, everybody.
Baba boy, baba boy, baba boy.